Well, DRX, they might be the best team on Abyss, but Heretics have still got it on Sunset. I'm your hosting tonight, back here once again with Sideshow and Brent. Did you guys expect such a dominant comeback after map 1 from Heretics?
I'll tell you something, the crowd here did not. I mean, even if I thought it was going to be Heretics' favored, the crowd here is feeling a bit sick to their stomach.
I'm feeling a bit sick to my stomach, man. I said at the beginning I was predding with my heart, and DRX is one of the teams that I was predding today. And right now, yeah, I see people on their phones, people are asleep. They're just there, listen. And Icebox is the upcoming map as well. For DRX, this is going to be an incredibly tight turnaround, and I just do not have faith for them to be able to pick themselves back up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the way that DRX are playing in some of these spots, and Team Heretics run a pretty standard B main crunch here. DRX just kind of feed into it, didn't realize what they were doing to try to mitigate that. And it makes me think later on, after this round, in round 4, very early signs, we see them allowing Team Heretics to get into very standard B post plants. The round 13, the pistol, they didn't even clear Boo in B main behind the box. Like, so many inexperienced problems versus a team that's played all the time on Sunset and looks immaculate there.
I think there's massive evidence there's something frantic going on, I think, behind the scenes for DRX in their own heads. And we were talking so much about form coming in for one, but also the rookies in experience on that big stage. And right now, what is rearing its head is Heretics actually just digging deep. They're not accepting their losses, not just be willing to go out into this tournament here and now. They want to try and meet the same marks that they did prior at Shanghai, all the way to the finals, and potentially even lift the trophy. But for DRX, they haven't had that prior experience. The first event with these rookie players that have been even played at all year, and it just so happens that they have all the immense pressure and have to carry the mantle of a Gen G squad that went out so early.
Yeah, I want to give some kudos to Miniboo as well. He's been on the receiving end of a lot of criticism in his role in this tournament, but he is really keeping up with Buzz.
He absolutely is. I think that that's one of the big things that DRX are lacking a little bit today, is that differential that people might have thought was going to rear its head in this match. Miniboo's been very solid. He was on map 1 as well. He was holding his own, despite the scoreline. Obviously, they did get kind of destroyed. But this is now setting us up for a duelist clash, assuming that Team Heretics still play their duelist comp. They might go back to playing Miniboo on KO. But these players are going toe-to-toe, but it's not that outrageous performance from Buzz that we were seeing earlier on, even though he's having those good moments.
Yeah, he had moments to bring them up to 7-5, but as soon as they lost the pistol round onto the next, it just looked curtains. It looked over. I mean, listen, he had these string of kills where he was dominating, as I said, to get them to that 7-5 point. But past that, Miniboo took over. The inexperience is rearing his head from multiple players on DRX, and they weren't coming up with the right answers at the right times. And I'm so damn worried for this squad now as we head and look deeper into the map pool, because you're digging deep at this point. I was praising the kind of map pool that I think DRX had coming into the event, but you can see in the numbers here. Listen, if Buzz is not having a good time, it doesn't bode well at all. Yeah,
and I believe this is the stats from map 1 here when they were playing on the Jet. I mean, we might see that Jet head-to-head carry forwards into map 3, but Miniboo has been playing a lot of Neon there too. Yeah. I don't know whether they're going to continue with that. It seems a little odd, but obviously Miniboo's super happy, and look at him vibing there on the stage. Yeah. Like, he's clearly comfortable right now.
Yeah, this is the thing with Heretics, though. When they're the vibes team, they make runs, they go to finals, and so on and so forth. But it's when one of them gets a little bit tilted, things might fall apart. But it sounds like you guys are more concerned about DRX's mental.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's parity between both of these teams, and they follow the exact same story of that inexperience and it being the downfall of them. But the crowd themselves have been feeling the ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. It was, you know, essentially an incredible opening for DRX, where they dominated on a map that they have been looking the best in the world at. And now heading into Sunset, I thought, okay, well, they've shown signs of life before for DRX, but the fact that they were unable to come up with the answers and individuals weren't hitting, not able to hold a candle in terms of aim, and it just slipped away from them in the fashion that it did, I think it speaks volumes. It speaks absolute volumes.
This map is what it all comes down to. One of the regions is going to be eliminated here, Pacific or EMEA. And I think I favor Team Heretics going to Icebox. I know that neither of these teams has looked at the absolute tippity top of their game on this map, but they've got not just momentum, but they've got kind of a feel for the map, playing retakes very quickly after the plant goes down. And I've yet to really see DRX excite me here since they were playing Clove at the beginning of Stage 2.
It's a map that they haven't played, I believe, since the Grand Finals in Pacific.
Oh.
So they haven't played it at all on a big stage. Maybe that can be a positive for them. But again, the reoccurring narrative that I'm running through my head over and over again is, do they have that grit? Do they have the resilience to drag themselves off when they get knocked down hard onto the floor and that potentially bounce back and fight back? They got Foxy9 as an adjustment over towards the KO. Maybe that's part of a play in counter-stratting, potentially because Wooder's on the Gecko and Reans as well. The knives are pretty critical, actually, for trying to cancel out the ults as well and play around that. Could be a possibility, but it looks unlikely. If DRX did it, if they pulled it back to be a Pacific team that can make that journey and make the distance, I would be astounded.
It would be incredibly impressive. It would book them into that top 4, touching distance away from the closest they've ever been to like that podium, that trophy with rookies.
Yeah, and it's more than that as well. As you mentioned, this is the whole region's hopes and dreams relying on these teams. Paper Thin and Achilles, have fun with this one.
We always have fun. Thank you, Yinsu, for the reminder. We are ready to jump into Icebox. DRX going to be first here on the attack. And I think the desk did well to set the stage for what this means. One region left. We got room for one. That's it. EMEA, Pacific. Who's it going to be?
No doubt it is going to be a nail biter. I don't think this is going to look anything like those first 2 maps. I don't think either team is going to go down without a fight on Icebox. Both these teams very solid on this map, and Heretics solid enough that they were willing to let it go through against Leviathan.
But already, look at this. DRX doing something that we haven't really seen them do. 5 goes to the opposite side. Buzz gifted a Sheriff and has half armor alongside it. They want that impact here from the Jet.
They need to get him fired up. He needs to start fragging, especially on this map where he can sometimes just take over, as we saw in Pacific. Some of those absolutely dominant performances they had. Catches the jiggle, catches a little damage. On to Boo.
Boo going to be tagged down to 45, backs away. Still do have 2 other players here. As they start drifting their way across, Buzz, however, going to be caught by the Goop. Ends up getting taken down. Mini Boo able to find that one, but Boo finished off. Bane finds that kill. The push up from under 2, looking for the pincher. Speedy does fall. Wood's still here, taken down as it's just a bloodbath, a back and forth here between the 2 squads. Goes to be recovered. Shock Dart going to be lobbed in, but he shorts it, and Foxy going to be untouched there until the second lands. Work down to 68 as Benji Fishy, quiet, makes his presence known. Strikes instantly and leaves Bane in a 1v2. Swings out, gets the headshot dink, but has to pull back off the angle. Noise made. Misses the timing, gets the finisher on the 1, but the swing from Benji is absolute perfection. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Heretics, and they will win another pistol.
And it's just that extra layer there for Team Heretics, and they stall up this DRX hit. They've got so much util, so many flashes to make this so difficult for them to get the entry that they're looking for. So Baculo doesn't get cleared quickly enough, and that buys enough time for Benji Fishy to come over and get a couple huge lurk kills. Finds one, readjusts, goes through towards the other side, towards green, and gets another. And then he's able to clutch it up. Benji has been absolutely ridiculous this year, especially in those scenarios.
Now Outlaw here in play. Shock and a bite to try to stop anybody from grabbing the orb. Boo drops down off the pipes. It's just full classics here in the hands of DRX. Flashback tries to lead the charge. Only a smattering of damage going to be found as Gecko util goes through. Dizzy just further slow up this DRX approach. Stop them from trying to overwhelm and conquer with these classics.
Toxin screen down.
Take flight.
Well, they've got the sight, but
Drone will fly, but quick cancel on that one as the reveal comes in. Mako is able to find Rien, but Boo puts down Mako. Buzz with a kill here onto Woot. There's a bit of damage, just the swing out. Foxy finds a headshot, but now he's on his lonesome, and he's worked down to 52 health. Nothing recovered, just tries to go for a timing swing. Some decent efforts here from the side of DRX to do a bit of damage, but they cannot stop this defuse from coming in. And that's going to be Heretics now, up 2-0 to start.
they're just playing it up close and personal here. Our Heretics from the get-go, they just kind of slide back a little bit. Give DRX the space they need, but to get the plant, but other than that, doing a decent job, but those classics do come alive because of it. So it is only going to be an Ares.
Ares for Boo.
That was something I was actually considering for my 10%. Somebody buys an Ares.
It has been few and far between when we've been seeing Ares crop up. In fact, I can't really even recall any.
There might have been one on Ascent in the group stage or something.
Perhaps. Either way, it's unorthodox to say the least, as Boo is going to get posted up over outside of B. Throwing a check. Recon not spotting anything. Benji just waiting. Set up his own turret here.
A crucial round for DRX.
Really trying to keep that outlaw hidden.
Yes, he got punished a couple times against Leviathan trying to take that spot. So he's looking to see if he can turn his destiny around.
Sends some shots out now, though. And his flashback needs a bit of damage, but offers plenty more in response. 17 HP remaining there on Benji as Foxy. Gets the plant down. All built up, popped. As Heretics get everybody in position here for the retake. Two players already low on HP. Dash at the ready. Buzz pushing forward, trying to lead the charge, but it's getting further and further away. There's the push out, tries to dash back, but eventually Miniboo will be able to confirm the kill. Flash connects, ping, gets the reveal. As he stays tucked back here behind yellow. Weapon gonna be scooped up. Nano destroyed, cannot go for the delay. Mako, however, able to find Rian's the peek out. The area's gonna be denied. Miniboo now striking, it's gonna be good for one. Benji just trying to stick around, see if he can find anything. Recover this Vandal. Grabs it and will be able to dip out over to safety. DRX not allowing for a bonus conversion.
And a lot of space given up here by Team Heretics. Forced to buy very weak, so how much they can do. Buzz just trapped in no man's land there. No assistance for him available. He just had to go big or go home, and he did get one, so not too bad. That allows a little bit of extra space to be taken, but Mako up on top of that box doing a good job finding timings to strike. Catching a couple Heretics players out in the open. Now Miniboo does have an overdrive, but it's a rifle round, so you never know, I guess. And again, Benji underneath that tube, but it's smoked off.
Guardian shots it. Doesn't re-clear it.
Yeah.
They're able to note the slight reposition here from Boo. Backs away, looking at this play here on the side alongside his little brother.
They're really looking to try to punish this B site, but I don't know if they're going to have any indication that there's somebody behind yellow. I mean, they're playing like there could be, and they're just trying to pull rotations. Seeing that shock dart, and the Nano was behind it, but that's all just attempted bait, and it's at least got Benji to settle up in kitchen. Given just enough space here for DRX. They're completely pulling off. I mean, DRX didn't show a ton of fakes on Sunset. A lot of pauses, but
slowly working their way into position, but
it's taking too long.
Yeah, he's starting to sprint his way over.
You got to remember the Neon then to the other side.
3 players in position to try to stave up and stop this push from DRX. 30 disconnected spots, though. Woot just one away from having the Thrash online. 0 point. Not going to be scouting anybody. Dizzy at the ready. Goes up over the top. Buzz going to be blinded. Drops back as they now look to try to take space. Mako going to be dealt with. Taken down. And Miniboo and Woot, one apiece. Time dwindling, but Woot's still standing. And now it's just flashback all on his lonesome. And he is dead. 3 kills for Woot. 3 rounds for Heretics. They stretch the lead up by 2.
And it's just an attempt to completely obfuscate what they're doing, try to keep Heretics guessing, but Heretics guess correctly. And again, they have a Neon. They can take risks with their rotations, with their macro play. DRX doesn't have the ability to. They can't afford to do that in the same way. And Heretics are gonna make you suffer. Gonna have to find some different answers here for DRX. They're on a weakened bye once again. Flashback has the hero rifle this time. And now they're gonna at least show some force towards B. Similar start, sending out that drone early, grabbing the orb, got the Blade Storm for Buzz. And now they pull off. See if they can
get out of my way.
Find some openings, find some kind of success. It's just going to be this mid push, but Benji has the turret to play off of, right towards Boiler.
Spuzz go for the up and over. Oh, no, he's just gonna get knocked down at 34. And some damage found. Benji at 87, turning his sides. Oh, the jiggle peek forward. That one going unpunished. Doesn't need any additional damage. Flashback tries to lead the charge. Spuzz at the same time, though, going to be dealt with, and Benji wins the fight. The hero rifle on the floor. Mako pushing forward. Is able to scoop it up, swings in. It's going to be good for the headshot. But he's completely surrounded. Spike in hand. With rescue a world away. Bane trying to strike, needs to hit that headshot, but cannot. Now it is just Mako. See if he can do anything else here. Spots out Miniboo, finds the first one, snaps down, does get a third. Some damage dealt, but with 15 seconds remaining, just nothing realistically more to be done. But now, can he actually make it in for the plant?
10 seconds left.
10 seconds remaining, no line found for Boo.
Yes,
he's gonna have this plant.
Now,
about 0.4 seconds left to spare. Plant to come through. Mako. They're trying to bail them out, and the pit is in play. Can he actually do this?
So aggressive.
He's out of it for now. He does have a bite available. Tiptoes back in. Completely unaware of the angle of approach, but the decay now is brought to parity between these two, and Mako stands tall. The ace to clutch it out as Mako is back.
You have got to be kidding me! How does he do this? This kind of play from Mako. It has been a long time since you've seen something like that. I don't know if I've ever seen one that good from him. He has had plenty of greats, but that may be his best yet.
Absolutely incredible. The ace to get DRX their second round win. And if you want to inject some hype into your players, into your rookies, that is one hell of a way to lead by example. But timeout called all the same by DRX. Because while Mako was able to get that win, it was not under normal circumstances, not in positions that Coach Termy and Glow want the team to be in.
I'm pretty sure Termy had punched the timeout button well before that even started to foment. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. I didn't even think that was. After he got two, I thought, okay, well, Heretics can just pull back and.
Yeah, his pit's online. You know.
Just wait it out. Yeah, you know. Unbelievable.
Alrighty, well, we were suspicious and we were hopeful that Map 3 was going to deliver, and already just 5 rounds in, it certainly has, but Heretics still do have the lead. Purchase, though, advantage goes the way of DRX, but the ult economy from Heretics is quite deadly at the moment.
Contesting that orb early, showing a very different look now, our DRX. It's been a lot of early B pressure. This time around had Heretics adjustment to try to get a little bit aggressive themselves towards green, but
Boot is here. He's one of the players with a hero rifle. Miniboo with a Guardian on the opposite side of the map, going to start sprinting his way across.
Don't have the toxic screen or much to cover. It's just gonna have to be done with some good shooting as well here for DRX.
Some poking and prodding, the drone to try to lead the way. Spots out two, over towards screens, but Woot for now going to be unnoted now. Very much known. This fragment does not go deep enough, but he swings out, takes out flashback. Mako able to find one, finds two. Spike is planted. Buzz down to 5, has to burn the tailwind. A 3v3, but as they continue to push up, if they can take some space, that back right area of sight, weapons can be handed over here to Boo and Benji.
You got the overdrive.
Flash and a peek out. Miniboo spotted, updraft to dodge the bite. Buzz keeps himself safe as Mako looks for back-to-back aces.
No way!
Finds him, the slide over, and he can't quite make it happen.
Are you kidding me right now?
Miniboo though, down to 34. Foxy still standing. Just a classic with time ticking. Foxy drifting across the opposite way. Miniboo wanting to at least be able to try to find that elimination. No, he will not. We are tied up at 3-3, but it's still narrow margins. Heretics fighting tooth and nail.
Well, I mean, they have a lot of advantages in this situation. I think if they have a full buy, that's potentially a very different round. Because again, you don't have many smokes to work with in this DRX comp. The toxic screen's all the way on the B side. So it's going to take some fancy shooting or some really good flashes, which DRX doesn't have too much of. It's just great play by Mako, who has had unbelievable rounds, the last 2 rounds. Just absolutely unbelievable.
2 rounds, 9 kills is pretty damn good.
Chill. I thought he was going to get the ace again. I thought it was going to happen.
I'm sure for a brief little moment he did as well, but now Woot up above. That Thrash still online. None of the ultimates committed into that previous one. And Benji Fishy now just 1 away from having that lockdown available to really stack up the war chest here for Heretics. 4 players hovering around mid.
DRX would commit the Hunter's Fury there, but just gonna wait this out. Clear that drone, but trying to hide the stack of players on the other side of the wall. However, it's not, again, not fooled Heretics at all. They're doing such a good job these last couple of maps of
Clock
reading.
is running down. 43 seconds now remaining. DRX seeming like they're in position to try to strike, but right at that very moment, they get slowed up. The Thrash comes through. Heretics looking to play this clock down a little bit lower.
30 seconds left.
They pull back. Just seeing if they could find a timing on when DRX would go for the hit. Instead, DRX cuts sound.
Dash across, Buzz dropping down.
Oh God.
Hunter's Fury going through a flashback, absolutely torn asunder. Buzz going to be displaced, but not before Woot ends up dying. Mako, again finding impact, finding 1, but with the kill found, the lockdown is in play. Spike going to be planted, but they're still all so very far forward, and they have to get tucked back.
Who's coming?
Similar positions, and Foxy's going to be out in the open. Bane, however, able to note him. Swings out around the side. Foxy gets his way up into nest. Safe for the moment as he manages to peek out and shuts him down. Mako gets re-ends, and now it's just Benji Fishy left standing. Rushing forward, trying to take some space. He will be able to find 1, but he's got 5 HP remaining.
Don't interrupt.
Being at the ready, the recon coming through. Pink spots him. They know that he's not on it. They know it's not the half. Benji has to let it go. He has to run away. DRX will gain a lead of 1 round.
And it's just enough of a pause here from DRX that Team Heretics overcommits to an attempted crunch play right at the orb. And this time around, that extra time, that extra pause that DRX has been showing throughout this entire series works a treat, and they're able to get through. I mean, poor Flashback just stuck between dueling lightsabers there. Obi-Wan and Darth Vader are dueling, and Flashback is stuck right in the middle. But, I mean, Mako's hitting some big shots along the way. I mean, frankly, that's changing this map.
5-1.
It's changing this map.
He has 10 kills more than anybody else on his team.
It's 1 player. That can happen, but it's been I don't want to say a quiet year from Mako, but it hasn't been that kind of stalwart performance.
He hasn't had that oomph.
Yeah.
We've talked about that plenty of times in the Pacific broadcast, but as of late, it's like, really the playoffs, that Brim ace that he had on blinds, kind of when things started unlocking and clicking a little bit more for him.
That's true.
Heretics using their first time out of the map. Want to try to bring us back to parity, keep things neck and neck. For DRX, they know that this is the side of the map that they should be accruing some more wins on. Heretics want to stop that from happening, but that was a pretty hefty commitment. 3 ultimates used in that last round from Heretics. A pit, 1 away here for Boo. And it looks like that overdrive that Miniboo's been sitting on is going to be popped here.
Yeah, should get used. They're aggressively stacking towards that A orb, our Team Heretics, but DRX changing directions once again. Going back to that default we saw. Using the drone early to try to identify Boo's position. They're gonna get the spot, trying to clear him out with utility, and they do. He's gonna fall back, but again, it's taking a long time. So you're giving Heretics the ability to try to maneuver their chess pieces into position to try to keep DRX finding checkmate in the round.
Good point, not spotting. Kind of got to be said. Mako, oh, the timing is just absolutely perfect. I think you just heard Miniboo sliding all over the place. Decides to push in under tube, finds that kill. As Mako pulls Boo's attention long enough for Buzz to strike. 2 quick kills here for Flashback. Woot able to find 1. But otherwise, it's Benji just having to hold on to that Vandal, clutching it now 2 rounds in a row.
That is a much cleaner entry there for DRX. Able to just keep inching their way forward this time. Able to keep Boo a little bit off balance. Something that at times they've struggled with, even back to Abyss, where Boo was able to find those big early kills on DRX executes. Make it much more difficult this time around. Able to find those opening picks quickly.
Flashback on the hunt.
No.
She should be okay. Just stay seated here in this position. Doesn't seem like he's going to be scouted.
Yep.
We take a drop down and some noise made. So yes, weapon will be retained. But DRX similarly not allowing for that timeout to find value. Now we're up 5-3.
Waiting for that DRX A-hit util dump where they send Buzz up on top of the box next to 410 and try to just quickly take control. But again, it's hard to because Heretics is so willing to get aggressive with this Neon. You have to respect it. And a great check with their util early, anticipating a potential maneuver. Oh, Buzz.
Buzz getting spammed out, forced out of that nest. Pulls back away, and that's some very good, much needed early damage here from the side of Heretics, who have so many players on this side of the map. But that lockdown gonna come through. There's the Mosh, sent in, shock darts, everything to break this, and they will. The DRX may be scratching their heads here for a moment. Boo still sat outside of B in case there's a pivot. Wall falls, but Buzz out on top finds a headshot, puts down Miniboo.
And that's one of those mistakes that often sent rounds awry for Team Heretics in their previous matchup. But still, DRX are really taking their time, trying to work this as slowly and efficiently as possible. Clear the Dizzy. Buzz, though,
Ball to drop again. Let's just stand here on top of 410. Start backpedaling. Now the null commands to come through. Recon. Not going to find Woot in this position. Eventually is able to find the headshot there. As Mako gets taken down, and Benji is going to be good for 2. Buzz and Bane on the floor to push up over the top. A shot into Flashback's shoulder. As he stays tucked back away, but now the null command expired. The pit available. Does Boo pull the trigger on this?
Fragment and Nano, but Foxy's so close.
He's playing on a narrow margin, but he's got a spot. And he takes him down now. So once again, all on Benji to try to be the hero. Jumps up over the top, eats an immense amount of damage. As you can see the panic setting in. Fragment down, the rope ride coming through. He's up over the top, he's found one. Foxy 9 a deep reposition.
Imagine if I died right now.
The tap of the spike, and Foxy with the finisher. DRX get to 6. The economy for Heretics once again broken.
It's so scrappy, but DRX on the back of Mako's heroics have started to gain control of this match. What a play there by Foxy 9, identifying that small gap in the toxic screen. Look at this. Understanding that utility so well. What awareness from him. He has had a tremendous day. His Abyss was insane. And he's right behind Mako. Well, not right behind, but he's behind Mako. Second place on his team.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Benji looking to try to take some space here. Pushing his way out in towards mid. And this is telling Heretics, like, yeah, this is likely just going to be another A hit. DRX continuing to prioritize and target this site.
And they're trying to be a little bit quicker with Boo's movement out of B to try to get this flank angle.
Taking a huge amount of space here. I mean, they know exactly what's going on. Turret set up in mid. They know that there's not been a rotation out. The last attempt at a weaker buy out of Thrifty. Didn't quite go their way, but it was damn close. Heretics this time, can they make it happen?
Gives away a lot of info, seeing Buzz there. And that allows them to just stay, to just plant their feet onto A, because you basically know wherever this attack is going to be, Buzz is going to be as well. That is the MO of the way DRX plays this Icebox. And they can just wait, and DRX now going to have to pull the trigger here sooner rather than later. 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
Watch has been burned, but Benji cleared out. Foxy able to find Rien's. Miniboo going to be good for one. It's the headshot. Finds the follow-up. Buzz gone. Woo with the Sheriff. Looking for that second elimination. They double face him. It's Bane to strike him down. Boo now arriving. A Sheriff in hand. Bane at 49 HP. Has to go for the reload. The slow creep up. The noise has been made. Can he get the shot? He absolutely can. And this time, Heretics will not let the round slip away from their grasp.
Just, again, it's Heretics making adjustments based off of what they've been seeing in the previous rounds. When they're going A, they're not really changing direction too much. That allows Boo to take that little bit of extra space and allows the rest of Heretics to firmly plant themselves on the A site, set up these crossfires, wait out the DRX hit, and hit some nasty shots along the way. Miniboo, fantastic with the Guardian. That second with 11 HP, the backbreaker for DRX.
Yeah, if not forgetting that second one, this round is very likely in the hands of DRX, getting themselves up to 7, but you can see what it means here to the players, trying to keep that energy up. But now, a change up in the game plan here. DRX, it comes in over towards B, but Buzz has an operator.
Well, this is a little bit of a confusing situation for DRX now. Initially hoping to find some space towards B, but the Viper's Pit is giving them other ideas towards how they want to approach this round. And Miniboo so far up, trying to find that early pick when a player crests that corner. Going to hear that drop down from Flashback as well.
It is noted, but it looks like Mako on that swing out. He might have just caught a glimpse. Shots now flying Miniboo's way. He knows that the op is going to be here for Buzz. Drops down. Off pipes the moment.
They've got a double stack right around this corner. Gonna have to hit with some good flashes.
And Wu potentially in position to go for some crossfire here as well. Swing out, shot's gonna go wide. Mako able to find one, and he can't get himself off the top of pipes. Ends up getting traded. The 1-for-1, the recon gonna be sent. Fragment over towards Woot's feet, pushes him down to 52 as he desperately backpedals. Drone to lead the way, the Thrash available to him. Has he committed here? Seems like the answer is gonna be yes. He pulls back over towards screens, however.
The time.
There's two just around the corner. This could be brutal. Pop flash gonna be sent. Buzz watching. The Thrash chasing. Foxy to be detained. Shot into the shoulder, finding one. Cannot line up the knives. Rien's able to stay alive, and now it's a 2v3.
Placing swarm grenade. Spot down.
Nano sent. Bane. Shock darts in transit. As the holes in the defuse gets ready to come through. Takes down Benji Fishy, but he got it up to half. Hunter's Fury now sent out, but he's doing this before the retap. A bit rushed from the side of the DRX. They drop down. The defuse once again going to be resumed. The reveal ping, however, for Bane is monstrous. And he's just keeping him off the defuse, the hold, the attempt, the dink, and the 3K Red Bull clutch. Bane will bail them out as DRX get up to 7.
It took everything in the kitchen sink here for DRX and for Bane to get it done. Every piece of utility he had. The shock darts, the Hunter's Fury, the recon dart. I love the way Heretics plays this. They know they have the Thrash. They know they have time on their side, and they are trying to delay. But somehow a few players of DRX are able to slip the net, get the plant down, get into those post plants, and they have just enough to get over the line.
Boo once again pushing forward. Tiny amount there on the Foxy. DRX again, a bit of a change up. Operator still in hand, but now sight set early towards B. Clear it on that recon.
They're trying to see if they can catch a player a little off guard around that corner. Going to use the drone to check it, but Flashback has already abandoned that belt position. He's already scooted in, back towards mid to back up the rest of his team. Still have that Hunter's Fury to consider during this plant. The op.
He's not peeking out. There it is, and Buzz able to align the shot. Fu going to be taken down. B site for now, broken open. Benji Fishy not too far off. Creeps his way up through kitchen as the spike gets planted. Hunter's Fury comes in. Foxy maybe giving his life forward, but follow-up shots are not going to connect. So he just gets tagged down. Jiggle peek out, but Miniboo not going wide enough to actually catch a glimpse here of the operator, but the shot from Buzz will not find its mark. Three peeks, however. Benji Fitch is going to be taken down. Dizzy finds the blind, the push out, the spot through that cloudburst, and Woot is able to flush him out. Bane, however, finding Rienz. The push up here into this smoke, into this pit, and Woot draws down the shorty. Able to find 3, 1 HP on him as he shoots from below. The 4K from Woot as he gets himself onto the defuse. Narrow margins, but he has it. 1.21 seconds remaining, and Heretics will give us another 7-5 half.
This is absolutely insane, absolutely crazy how close these rounds are.
Neither team leaving anything on the table. Everyone fighting tooth and nail. We'll see you guys on the other side of halftime. Alrighty, we are mere seconds away from getting ready to go into this second half. These teams have been pretty much inseparable up until this point. But on Abyss, on Sunset, one team has always managed to break away from the other to have that perfect follow-up half. Can that happen a third time in a row here? Or will we just continue down in the mud, brawling it out?
I mean, it's going to be tough for DRX, if I'm being honest. I know they're up 7-5, but this is the side of the map where they struggle. I think in Pacific, it's something like 39% win rate on their defender's side. Who knows how it's going to fare against this Team Heretics team, against that neon-infused mini-boo composition that they have. I don't know, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be tough.
It certainly is. Both teams wanting this so desperately, but only one can have it.
No hero sheriff for Buzz, just the regular kind. No extra armor bought for him.
Bane's got one in play as well.
I like this. Try to use these long sight lines to find those picks on this map. I mean, it's 4 ghosts for the side of Heretics. You can get some of those early kills. 3 ghosts as well to back up DRX's purchase. Not much util, just the 1 flash for Foxy9.
And no fragment to try to slow things up. Similar here from Mako.
If you can just dodge the Gecko util, you have a fighting chance here as DRX. But that's going to be the key.
Flashback, he's just cleared the turret, so now they have to be a little bit more wary about that backside approach. Space going to be taken. Who tries to lead the charge with Miniboo, going to be taken low, but Bane finished off. Who finds one? Foxy, dead. Mako fills quite a bit of space far forward, but now needs Flashback to deliver, as he's the last one standing. The drift across, a bit of damage found, nearly the headshot connecting. alive, the drop down Herd and flashback. Fast to find the punish. Miniboot just with 3 HP.
If you can get Benji.
For now, they're both just sat stagnant, tucked around the corner on that left-hand side. Time ticking as flashback fully investigates the site. Holds it for a bit, cannot be fast enough to try to find that punish. The swing back out, and he just holds it! Are you serious? He even gets the 4K, he's on his feet! Bane backing up his boy! As DRX tied up 3-3 in pistols by simply holding down a button.
I'm just blown away. Just this match has everything. A stuck defuse
What?
out of nowhere.
What a smorgasbord
Yes.
of unreal. I mean, you can see right here, coaching staff cannot believe what they just witnessed. I can't believe it either.
Just a buffet of everything Valorant. Unbelievable.
Now this begs the question for Heretics, do you let that defeat you? Do you let that crush your spirits, your hopes, your dreams? Or do you buckle up and get right back into the game? That's what they're going to be looking to do.
I think they can. I have been so impressed this whole year with their mental.
Woot ready with a peek out, but Buzz changing up his angle. There's the face, and it's going to be Ren's dead. Woot dead on the back end. Attempted a double swing, but neither can find the punish. Buzz dash at the ready. Opposite just hang out here as Mako catches a glimpse, and Benji Fishy gets taken down.
Don't worry about this danger, man.
Util caught in hand. Bane down to 1 shot, but flashback swoops in from behind. As Ships passing in the night. Boo will creep his way forward here towards B.
Buzz is like, where'd he go?
I mean, there's a real opportunity for Boo to potentially do some damage here, but it seems like Buzz may be sensing that he has had the net slipped, the push coming through, and he will put him down. DRX move up 9-5 in flawless fashion.
Okay. A great hold here from Buzz. Been so good with the snipers this event. Continues to make other teams' lives miserable. Great backup there from Flashback. That is, yeah.
I almost spat my water out.
I know, I was almost the recipient of said water.
You wish. Let's get ready to go into the bonus.
Only if it was from...
Outlaw still, no, don't finish that sentence.
Okay.
Outlaw still in hand here for Buzz. 2 half armors on the opposite side. And he's staying tucked away here. Risky position, and the 0 point gets cleared. Buzz noted, now at risk. The dash does not take him out of safety, but pops the updraft, and somehow he gets away scot-free.
Lurk here from Benji. Huge.
Eventually able to confirm the kill. Foxy going to be taken down. Buzz now that much more at risk. Location revealed. The slide forward, the stun. Tries to go for the long-range no-scope. But that's not going to hold any water. Bane on the swing out, taken down as Benji's able to find the kill. Mako the only one able to reply back. As the bite far too late to try to set up for a deny on the plan.
Look at this lurk from Boo. All the way through. Defender spawn already.
All the way in around the back, and this could be devastating, but there's still 3 players that DRX immediately have to be concerned about. Double creep up. The tap coming through. Poison orb going to be set up. The spray being found. Boo now getting ready to strike. Creeping his way across. Here at top side. Push out of the smoke. Mini Boo going to be able to find one. He'll find the other. Not quite flawless, but damn near. Heretics not allowing for DRX to start running away with this. They answer one back.
The way they're using their util to keep Buzz uncomfortable, to keep him off balance, to set up Benji Fishy again for another nice lurk through mid. You have to be so aware going up against this Heretic squad on this map because players are all over the place. They are always poking and prodding, looking for those openings. Something Leviathan did an okay job of shutting down. Better than okay, honestly. Because Heretics had to clump up, had to start fighting as a squad to pull it back against Leviathan. Leviathan was so aware of their angles. And DRX needs to shore that up here. They're going to continue to find success because you are letting players like Benji, Fishy, and Boo go on lurks like that. It is going to be rough sledding
Clear on the recon. One shot rings out. No real read on just quite how many players are here. Smattering of noise made. Bane turning his sights over in towards kitchen. Worried about maybe a delayed lurk there.
The alarm bot right on top of the orb at A. So DRX seemingly looked to do a delay with the utility.
Push
Alarm
forward.
bot cleared.
Yep. Swiftly dealt with. Bit of a slow up. Shock darts, everything just going to be lobbed through. Recon looking for the reping, but nothing going to be spotted. Mako repositions, dropping down, filling some space as that Mosh goes away, but they look to try to flush him out. He's a bit of damage. He swings out, and Rienz is going to be good for the shot. Wood able to find a flashback. Rienz finding a second. Bane taken out, and Foxy and Buzz have no other choice but to stay put. Boom may be at risk here as Foxy does not opt to go down two, will not be able to peek out that window and find that punish. So Heretics, they will pick up a flawless to bring it back, just 2 rounds separating once the spike goes off.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, this whole setup here for DRX, I thought might be more of a buy time for the rotations from Foxy9 and Buzz, and then go for the retake, but instead they opt to try to contest the plant itself. And that might be part of the idea, to try to catch Team Heretics off guard a bit. You know, Mako there waiting for that Mosh to dissipate before he drops down behind that box to try to catch them off guard. But the problem with that is you have Boo, you have a Neon who can run around and can kind of catch you off guard a little bit on some of those timings. So Mako steps out, and that gives his position away, makes it easy for Team Heretics to clear him. The 2 other players try to step in there, Flashback and Bane, and they just get shut right down. So DRX there, forced to go into a save. Still have the op for Buzz and the rifle for Foxy, but that was well handled by Heretics, and that's something that needs to be rethought about.
The gears are turning now. Thrash online, Hunter's Fury there for Rienz as Buzz trying to go on his forward angle. Dizzy sent, forces him back the wall, not spotting anything. Catches a glimpse of his shoulder, messes up the dash, but still is able to get out. Minor damage taken, the drop down somehow. Neither Foxy nor Woot being eliminated. The Hunter's Fury from Rienz is absolutely spot on. Cleans up the enemy KO, but in all of the chaos, mutations across from DRX towards this A site as Heretics now evacuate and look towards B.
Everything was gambled onto that A site to find those picks, and they get one. They're going to try to contest. Mako very close to nest. Buzz already here with the op.
They get the Viper, so they can't try to play off this wall, but Dizzy will hold him at bay for now. The Thrash comes into play. Location revealed, and he might just get caught, and he has. Miniboo playing right off the back of that Thrash, chasing it. As Mako tries to swing out, but is instantly dealt with here by Rienz. Just flashback and Bane now. Operator potentially recoverable, but it's up on top of the wall. Can grab that relay bolt. They both stay tucked back. The Benji Fish, he's able to find one. Heretics are going to get within touching distance.
Nope, Boo's got him.
And yep, Boo swung around the back. Bane, no read on it whatsoever, but doesn't really matter as Rienz will clean up a third. And now we are just 1 round separating. Heretics looking to tie things up at 9-9.
Quick timeout, I think, going to be taken. I think you've got to find ways that you're not allowing this Neon to run all over the place. Keep yourselves a little bit more mentally aware. That's a great shot from Benji.
It is done.
Right up and over. Unreal.
I have ult. We can go B, guys. We can.
Just let him know he was absolutely right.
Yep.
And while getting the kill onto Boo, a great one. Can't play with that Viper's wall. Not being able to confirm the kill on Wu means that that Thrash was in play. Final timeout call now here from the side of DRX. Heretics still with one in their back pocket. Can they find success here again? The Operator's lost. The money not there to go for the purchase. Unless Mako were to glass cannon.
Let's see what they want to do. I think they can scrape enough together. Buzz has the Blade Storm potentially. Actually going to get the op
Okay.
And it's going to be, yeah.
A little pass around.
Put it all
Okay.
together, yeah.
They managed to scramble it.
This is do or die for DRX, it feels like. I mean, so much money in the coffers here for Team Heretics. You can't let them just run away with that economic advantage. And it's been tough for them on this map to hold this defender's side this year. Can they shore it up when they need it most?
Dart at the ready to try to scout for another forward position with that operator, but this time it's Buzz once again back towards that B site. Foxy immediately being told, rotate over to A.
Yeah.
Flashback though, covering your screens. Does he just send it for the lockdown? Clear out on the Nano to start things off. As Bane gonna be sending his own drone. Boo pulls back behind the wall. The Dizzy up over the top, gonna be cleared. Bane here in the corner, full flash connecting. He's able to tuck away. Spike for now, still stagnant. It's Boo here at the top of 410. Goes on scout at the slide forward, and Mini Boo. Great with a shot. Finds Bane, looks for a little bit more, but it gets a little bit dicey as Foxy holds the line for 3. Boo will put him down, and now we go into a 2v2. The jump forward, flashback. About the face into both, and he will conquer them all! 2 kills, 2 HP, no problems. Flashback somehow rescues the round.
And what a round for the youngsters from DRX. Foxy 9 coming up big once again. 3 huge kills. It looked like this was going to be Mini Boo just running freely through the rest of this round, but he was shut down. And Flashback with 2 HP left, able to finish the job. And DRX able to stabilize, able to keep their economy, well, alive. I'm not going to call it good.
It's afloat. It's not drowning quite just yet.
Yeah, there are holes in the ship, though.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Heretics, they're still on a yacht.
Yeah, the Heretics are they're living large, but they're a few rounds behind.
Yeah.
So they're going to need to find a little bit more success.
Crucially, that lockdown did not come into play. Flashback was able to hold on to it, so still has that moving forward here into round 19. Once again, a lot of space gained here. This drone quickly going to be cleared out.
Let's see what they want to do. I thought maybe they might try another switch of sides, heading over towards B. I think Heretics, though, really looking to try to brutalize. I mean, I feel like they probably looked at that last round and said, if we can just hit a little bit better utility, maybe towards the back of sight, we might be able to use Mini Boo's Neon, take control. They're going to go for it. Oh, a lockdown immediately in response.
Yeah, lockdown here, looking for the timing. Mini Boo, though, unable to align the shots. We're going to be ground up there by the Nano Swarm. It's a lockdown. It has to be respected, and the Spike is left stranded. Buzz given an opportunity, a time now to try to rotate over. As 2 players are detained, but Benji's play and protect. He's able to find one, and that kill right there, that overextension from Mako could be their undoing in this round. Bane is eating this damage on the bite, trying desperately to allow somebody to push up into him, but as Buzz falls, he has no other recourse. He was trusting in Buzz to get one and get out, but instead, it's DRX. Egg on their faces, allowing once again for Heretics to get within touching distance.
This is just muddy, to say the least. I mean, you got Nano Swarms killing players, you got Snake Bites killing players, you got overheating, you've got a lockdown that detains 2 players. What an absolute roller coaster this Icebox has been. And you can see the pressure, and every moment, every round is so critical, and DRX back onto an eco because that economy just could not stabilize.
Dash at the ready, the wall to fall. A glimpse there on a Mini Boo. Can't quite find the pixels though. As 2 knives expended, down to 3. Buzz has to back away. Heavy stack here from DRX. 4 players at this site. Heretics, onus is on them. They just cut the noise, keep things quiet for now.
Kind of curious, with the way Benji has so far been playing, it doesn't seem like they're going to go for the rotate. And now Benji working his way towards mid. Seemingly this will be a B hit.
Making some noise here. Benji trying to see if he has any kind of access, any way to get himself under tube. Flashback's able to hold things for now. Wingman will lead the charge, and Buzz will be taken down just there in front of the wall. An instant headshot found. Now the overdrive going to be popped. They flood forward over towards Snowman. Foxy9 going to be able to find one. Mako similarly with a kill, but now it's just Flashback left standing, and they know exactly where he's at and exactly what weaponry he has. Scoops up the Vandal. Can he try? Can even think about getting the clutch here in this position? There's the first one to fall. A retap here on the spike. The time starting to tick. They double face out, and he can't quite isolate. Benji will put him down and will bring Heretics tied up now at 10-10.
And I just love the way Heretics utilizes this Neon. Woot's been really good here on this Gecko as well. It's so annoying for DRX to go up against, but with that overdrive against an eco,
We conquered this shit.
so easy. It makes it so easy to push towards Snowman, to push into those deep post-plant positions and make just DRX's life a nightmare. And here they go again, the op. Everything from their economy being invested into this round. You have some ults, you have some things to work with, but so does Heretics.
0 point only spots out Boo. Once again, Foxy is rotating over, peeking in towards mid. Bane's drone going to be cleared out. 3 ults available here on either side, but Rien's maybe add a 4th into the mix here for Heretics. Just 1 away from having that Hunter's Fury.
I love this for Heretics because if the pit goes down on a site, you have the lockdown, okay, but there's the counter from the Hunter's Fury, but you also have the Thrash from Woot again. So I think they have a slight advantage potentially. It just depends on Foxy9's no command.
Thrash starts, Nano's going to be popped there. Flashback wary that somebody is pushing alongside that Thrash once again.
Pops it early though.
Yep.
They can just wait this out now. Flashback.
Wait it out they shall.
Yeah.
Fastlane going to be set up, the Dizzy up over the top. Fragment's burnt here, so if that lockdown comes into play, they do not have that nade to try to clear things out.
30 seconds left.
Boo's in, up, over the top. Trying to duke it out here against Flashback, but cannot find the kill. Wingman able to find the stun. Miniboo slides up into his face. And cleans up 2. Bane, Mako, dead. And all Buzz can do
Spike planted.
is hear the sound of his teammates dying over on the A site. The ops in play, and Heretics should be damn suspicious about that. Haven't heard this Jet. You know what gun he's holding. Shot goes wide, Buzz, position given up. Tries to tuck back here behind Yellow.
He's in trouble.
But holding on to this weapon is going to prove to be a nigh impossible task. The second shot will not connect, and Benji will rip it out of his grasp. Heretics have the lead, and are just 2 rounds away from punching their ticket to the Inspire Arena and sending DRX home.
I mean, it's just so amazing what Miniboo can do on this Neon. He gives you so many dilemmas, so many problems, and you either have to shut him down before he really gets up to speed, or he's just gonna start blowing past you and knocking players down, time and time again.
And once again, it's a kickback economically. DRX
Out of charges.
barely able to scrape together some weaponry. But more importantly, they lost out on 3 ultimates. There was only 1 expended from Team Heretics in that previous round.
Yep.
And Rienz was able to get that Hunter's Fury.
They threw everything they had at that round, and they came up well short. That may have been the death knell here for DRX, but we'll see. I like this idea to grab a shotgun. I think that's a decent potential counter to what this Neon is going to bring at you.
But only if they can try to usher people over towards Mako.
That's true.
Dizzy up over the top. Mako's just sat in garage for now. Flash will get a full connection here, because they desperately want them to turn tail and pack up and send it towards B, but Heretics are saying, no, we like this spot, we're here to stay. Not quite sure where the fragment ended up going either way. It doesn't matter, it's not on top of the lockdown. That will go through, it has to be respected. The plant, the pit, will all come in. Heretics trying to get themselves now up to match point. It is damn near secured for them. Spotted on the buzz. Some damage taken.
Go, go, go.
It's whittled down to 66. Buzz up over the top. The bite landing. Bane taken down. Wu trying to take some space with that shorty in hand. Ends up falling. His flashback's going to be good to find one, but he's instantly going to be flushed out as the spray across nearly connects. The drop down. It's right into his crosshair. There's only 2 kills to be found, but Team Heretics seemingly will not be dissuaded. Match point in their hands. DRX need to run back 2 consecutively to take us into overtime.
And they're still able to hang on to one more ult for this round. The Hunter's Fury for Rienz is going to be there to potentially close this out and send themselves further on to face Sentinels.
Nice! Let's go.
They know how close they are.
Oh yeah, they've got to feel it now. They are starting to run over DRX.
Once again, a push forward. The Buzz immediately having to backpedal. Goes for the repeak. Just not giving him the opportunity. Drone to check. Quickly going to be cleared out. The Dizzy not quite able to connect, but nor will that flick. And Buzz did so much damage, and now he is dead. Additional value found. The Hunter's Fury getting the tag. Flashback down to 70. Foxy 9 on 45. DRX are halfway out the door.
It's gonna have to be another hero play from Mako. He has to go huge.
He's here at back yellow. The noise being made. They're suspicious of his position, and now they are very well aware of it. He's only gonna be good for 1. 3v4, now a 3v3. Foxy finds a headshot. Boo gonna be taken out. Spike being crept forward here, seeking the plant. This flash is gonna be sent to swing through, and Foxy gonna be dealt with as Mini Boo looks to put them down. This Neon has been a thorn in their side the whole map throughout. And now it is just Bane
Revealing area.
left asking,
There they are.
IGL, Mako, what do I do? Unfortunately, he's running out of options, and the Nano is not cleared. Everything working against this rookie. The tap, they're just playing with their food. Recon has the ping. He's trying to bait them forward, but Heretics do not give him the opportunity. Rienz will swing the corner. He will find 3 as Team Heretics takes down DRX. They punch their ticket into the top 4.
This team does not give up. Throughout this entire year, they continue to rise to the occasion. They continue to show you tremendous performances, and they still have an opportunity here at Champions to show you even more, and you can see what it means to Mini Boo to finally be able to play with his team on a big stage like this, and he is going to be playing at an even bigger one in an Inspire.
Had to watch from home as his teammates, his brother, got so close to lifting a trophy. But now he is here, he is through, he is alive in this tournament, and he is a huge reason why Heretics was able to take that Icebox. For DRX, for Pacific, it will be bittersweet. The representation is not there, as we will not have a Korean team competing at Inspire on Korean soil. That has been excavated here by Heretics. And the seeds of EMEA have been planted. Whether or not they will blossom into a trophy, we'll have to just wait and see.
No doubt about it. And what a year for DRX. Defied a lot of expectations. Continued to improve despite some turmoil with the roster, some shuffling of players. A lot to be proud of here for these youngsters and for the veterans, but Heretics, well-deserved win. And this team has an opportunity to do something special, to do something they couldn't at Shanghai. They came oh so close, but now they're able to take down a Korean team on a home soil and get themselves one step closer.
Alive and well are Heretics. For DRX, what a year it has been, though.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would have had this team down as the last hope of Pacific, as the Korean squad that would be going the furthest here in Champions. It's been a very solid run for them, plenty to be proud of. but ultimately their journey does end here today. For Heretics, they will be the lone representatives of EMEA in our top 4, going up against the likes of Sen, of Lev, of EDG. It is a stacked tournament. It does not get any easier from here.
No, it is unbelievably stacked. I mean, all 4 of these teams have looked incredible at times in this tournament, and I can't wait to see how it shakes out. It is going to be awesome.
That it absolutely is. Well, to go ahead and wrap up this series and put a nice little bow on it, let's go ahead and hear for Boo, a Verizon post-match interview.
팀 헤레틱스의 부 선수와의 인터뷰 만나보겠습니다. 이전에 DRX를 상대로 아주 위험한 상대라고 하면서 이렇게 경기에 임하겠다고 이야기를 했는데 오늘 동생인 미니부 선수도 눈물을 흘릴 만큼 엄청난 경기를 보였습니다. 우승 소감부터 이렇게 물어보겠습니다. You know, you said that DRX has a dangerous style at your press conference, and we saw a little bit of your brother crying. So talk to me, how was that first encounter with DRX today?
I think it was challenging for sure. They're a great team. On map 1, they didn't give us any chances. But I think then we gathered up and we show our level. And at the end, it was like 50-50. Both teams could win. But I think what we had is like stronger mental, honestly. After throwing 2 terrible rounds, we still won. We still kept going, which is, I think, I appreciate that the boys didn't stop, you know.
It was impressive indeed. 아무래도 DRX 정말 너무 상대하기 어려운 팀이었고요. 계속 이렇게 끝까지 첫 맵부터 너무 어려웠기 때문에 마지막 가서도 마지막 2라운드를 좀 아슬아슬하게 놓쳤을 때 진짜 누가 이길지 50대 50으로 앞을 알 수 없었는데 그래도 팀이 조금 더 집중력을 잘 발휘해서 멘탈을 튼튼하게 이렇게 유지해서 오늘 승리를 가져갈 수 있었다고 합니다. 오늘 승리 헤레틱스 좀 어제를 아쉽게 놓치고 오늘 근데 어비스도 처음에 놓쳤는데 이렇게 좀 빨리 그래도 폼을 계속 이렇게 유지할 수 있었던 비결이 궁금해요. You know, you bounced back. Like yesterday's match didn't work in your favor, and the first map didn't work in your favor. But in the end, you took that win. How are you guys able to regroup so like quickly and intensely?
I think we just have 2 modes. One way to play well, one way to play bad. There is honestly no in between, and that's not something we can control. That's just something we always try to work on. And I think yesterday we had some troubles. Today we had some troubles, but it was just between like switching to the good side because we can play well. Like everybody knows, everybody sees, we all know as well. So it's just about switching on and doing what has to be done.
헤레틱스가 2가지 모드가 있다고 합니다. 이기는 법 아니면은 뭐 잘 못하는 법이 있는데 아무래도 어제 그렇게 잘 원하는 대로 풀리지도 않았고 첫 번째 맵도 그랬지만 어쨌든 끝내 다시 이렇게 이기는 법으로 이렇게 다시 모드를 설정해서 오늘 이길 수 있었다고 하네요. 다음 상대 인스파이어에서 센티널을 만나게 됩니다. 어떻게 예상하는지 한번 물어보겠습니다. Next up is Sentinels. What's your expectation?
I'm actually really happy that we play Sentinels. I think everybody in our team is happy for 2 reasons. First is it's boring to play Fnatic again, and second is like our first international game was against Sentinels. It was 3rd map 11-13. It was close. I think both teams improved a lot since Madrid, and I think it's going to be super exciting to play against them.
원래 이렇게 센티널을 다시 만나게 돼서 너무 좋고요. 파나틱을 만나게 된다면 조금 재미없어질 뻔했는데 센티널을 만나서 너무 기대가 된다고 합니다. 팀 헤레틱스의 부 선수 인터뷰 맞고요. Thank you, Boo, for the amazing interview. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
That is all from the stage, and back to the desk.
We're going to go from one Boo to another. We're joined by Mini Boo, of course, here on the desk. I've got Saisho with me as well. Now, we saw you get very emotional after that match ended. It was a crazy match, you know, back and forth, map 3 as well. So tell us how you're feeling right now. What kind of made you so emotional when it ended?
I mean, after first game, I just thought like, I don't want to sit 6 months and regret that today in this game, I didn't give my everything. I wanted to make sure that I feel comfortable, that I did everything I can, everything in my strength to win this game. And I just did it. Like, I did everything I could possibly to benefit the percentage to win this game, and I just gave everything. And why I went emotional, because we won. you know, my effort wasn't for nothing. You know.
Yeah. When I was watching on Icebox, I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was done for you guys in round 13. You just come off the back of a 1v4 ace from Mako.
Yeah, that was...
Then there was 5 rounds in a row off the back of that you lost, and then round 13 you didn't get the deny on the defuse. Can you talk me through some of those big, like, downward emotions during that match and how you're able to get back on track? Because that's tough.
I mean, 1v4, like, honestly, each one of us except Boo deserved a really good slap. And in that moment, I said to myself, it's not over, and it's not gonna happen once again. And I made sure that it's not gonna happen. And on 1v3, Wood just decided to chill a bit on King, you know, like we could have fall back, and then like it was 1v2 shaky, and we just like panicked, and I don't know, like.
But I understand how these things happen. They do happen to people, but from a lot of teams, and actually even from yourselves in EMEA sometimes, those moments can spiral into losses for you. So what was different today? What gave you that like grit, determination to turn things around?
I want to add to the back of that as well, because you know, we've talked a little bit in the NBA, and there are times where when you guys are in that situation, even yourself, there's tilt, right? There's tilt, there's frustration. So how come there was none of that today?
I mean, physically you take deep breaths, because like physically it gets you more calmer in your body, works that way, I guess. And like second thing is just in your head, like you just understand that there is no room for tilt, there is no room for frustration. You're going back home tomorrow if you're not winning this game. So like there is no room for being tilted or being sad or being, I don't know, just fucking play next round. That's it.
How did you, where did you guys as a team pick that up from? Because like I said, there were moments in EMEA where maybe that was the downfall of your team.
I mean, we had a long journey, and even though we are young, but each individual in this team is mature. Like it doesn't matter the age, but each individual like acting mature, and that's the strength of our team. That even though like the strength, like we lost against Leviathan yesterday, we woke up this today, and we took everything from yesterday's game and just make sure that it's not gonna happen like yesterday. We just capitalize on like the mistakes, and we just go next.
Yeah, I believe I'm right in saying you eliminated like all of the Chinese teams in Shanghai, and now you've beaten both of the Korean teams in Seoul. What do you have against home crowds? Why do you always seem to become the villains?
Yes, because in Madrid we lost 2 games and it was our home crowd, so we just steal other crowds, you know?
That makes sense.
He's right, he's right. It's only fair, but of course we did have to say goodbye to Fnatic earlier, and now DRX as well. Talk to me about, you know, how brutal this tournament is, because it feels like every time we watch a match, it could be the grand finals. Everyone is just so good.
I mean, it's champions. There is no weak team here. Like 4 teams from each region is here for a reason. They worked hard, everyone worked hard, and they had the stamina to contain that strength during the season and to play there, to compete here. So there is no weak team here. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to win champions. It's everyone's dream. Of course, it's not gonna be there. Like 5 players, they're like, they can't play. They come here and they want to win. Like it's not gonna be that easy against any team. Like everyone wants the trophy.
Do you feel that on the server? Do you feel like every single game is just really, really tough?
Like, of course, everyone like wants to win that. That's why they play. That's why they're like on that level, on that high level, tier 1. You know, like they want that trophy, like everyone.
And just to speak on DRX for a moment too, I think that what they've showcased this year is that rebuild that got criticized by a lot of people, including myself, as being too hasty. Remember, they were 1 game away from Shanghai, from potentially meeting you guys in that tournament. They decided to boot out Stacks, add another player, like turn their roster around, and I think they've actually showcased that it was the right direction for the team as a launching spot, because they were damn close to winning that game and making top 4 here in the home region. They are really solid.
I mean, DRX for me is one of the like teams that I looked up when I was like nobody, you know. I really respect them. I enjoy watching them, how they play. I enjoy screaming them. I enjoy playing against them like officials. It was first time. like they always inspire me, and they fight. Like they are the fighters, and it's interesting to play against them. I respect them so much. They play structured, they can go loose, like they're a team who will adapt against you, and it's hard to play against.
Well, I love hearing that from your perspective of playing against DRX. I am interested what your perspective is playing against Sentinels.
Yeah.
I love dance.
Well, this game was your opening match in terms of global events at the start. It was close. How are you feeling going up against them again after you've grown so much since then?
I mean, as Boo said, I heard in the stage that it was our debut against them in our international stage, and here we are after like 7 months on lower bracket in top 4 champions. So that's like the perfect matchup for us. The matchup to prove them wrong, like to prove ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, and also it's going to be your first time in that big arena as well. I can't wait. Minibu, you guys have been so good this tournament so far. We're very proud of you. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in the next arena, which is very interesting to say. Thank you, Saisho, as well, for being here with us. Thank you to you guys for watching at home. We will be back with more Valorant in just a couple of days. Have a lovely rest, and we'll see you then. There is a lot of history between these two organizations, and somehow every time they meet, the stakes are always high.
Saucy sends out Dizzy. John QT, the lurk comes in perfectly. As Alpha left in a 1v4, he's been found. You can't get the follow from Boaster. Speaking about fragging IGLs, it's Boaster at the helm this time.
Come on then. Where are you? I'm in the market. I'm going shopping, bruv. And what's on their menu? Sentinels.
How are you meant to dissuade the players on the site? You can't! When Tens does that! The camera comes up, they want to get it towards half. They might just do it, but Tens, the bully of the big boys! Afraid of no one! Shuts out map 1, 13 to 11. And it is all going to be down on timing. Tens completely unawares. Spots a pixel and gets the body!
Nightfall and a fast retake.
Chronicle on the swing! And he hits! 1v5. This would be monumental.
Wait.
Oh my god! It's halfway though. He has to go. He has to swing, and he falls. Here we go for the firing squad. I'm still a little nervous here. Okay, Durka. And it looks like this is what it comes down to. And it's over. Map 3 is unlocked. Can the man become a monster? It looks like he might be able to. And where does he wait? Where does he guess? The gap closes 15 HP. Paint shell to the left. He looks. Oh! It's outstanding!
Let's go, Zach!
There's nowhere to run. There was nowhere to hide. But Saucy, this guy is legendary for a reason. Saucy saving Sentinels this round. Taking them away step by step. Maybe a chance made here. But Sentinels fighting back in. He's got the defuse. The roar of the crowd reserved for the special few, and Sentinels is that team.
Neither of these teams have ever picked up a global trophy, and this is elimination. They're close, they can do it, but they have to get past each other first.
Mako, eyes carried over to the side, collects them both, he's up over the top, he's trying to find that 4th kill, and he will. Headshot found, but Mako reinforces, moving up right outside of main. It cleans up 3. Bane sending out the recall and flashback, just swings into the site! And it is an absolute masterclass on the defending side as DRX say, yes, we think we are the best Abyss team in the world right now. 13-5. Plant now to try to come through. Fragment gonna be disrespected as they go jumping across this one, but Rien's is finding him. And he'll find the finisher. Slow approach as there's the ping reveal. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Bane going to be good for 1 before getting taken down, but Boo finds 2. An interrupt on the showstopper, but with Mako falling, that should just about do it. He's in here, and he's managed to find 1. Pushes out, takes down Boo. And my god, a confusing play here from the side of Mako. It's not going to deliver him around a win, but damn if it wasn't flashy. 13-5 once again, this time. Signed, sealed, delivered. Heretics will be taking us to map 3. Spots out Minibu, finds the first one, snaps down, does get a 3rd. With 15 seconds remaining, just nothing realistically more to be done, but now, can he actually make it in for the plant? Completely unaware of the angle of approach, but the decay now is about to parity between these two, and Mako stands tall. Have to try to find that punish. The swing back out, and you saw that! Are you serious? Here at top side, push out of the smoke. Many people are going to be able to find one. He'll find the other. Out here against Flashback, but cannot find the kill. Wingman able to find the stun. Minimu slides up into his face and cleans up two.
That's how we need to play.
Team Heretics take down DRX. They punch their ticket into the top 4.